only we inhabited an ideal world. But alas, we shan't. And YouTubers are consistently exploiting the copyright system. Not just YouTubers, pieces of shit. People who say rules for thee, but not for me. And specifically abusing YouTube's copyright system for personal gain is a tale as old as time, especially when facing justified criticism, guys. Enter techlead.
Now, I wanted to ask you poor people a question, by the way. Do you ever get tired of being poor? I tend to copyright strike down any expose videos on me because I understand that these are not real exposés. There's no journalism involved in here at all.
And don't pretend to be a perfect person. I just happen to talk about a lot of pieces of shit. By the way, in fact, if you've been in a bit of a commentary channel rabbit hole, go read a book, maybe go watch some informational content.
Let's have this marriage like exist longer than a few years. And a good way to do that is sit down and actually understand where our financial picture is, right?
Yeah.
There's some good stuff out there that isn't negative. Okay, guys, you can consume stuff that's very positive.
Hi, I'm Sean Munger. I'm a historian, author, podcaster, and teacher, and I do history here on my YouTube channel.
But it's important now. Every now and then, you know, to kind of keep yourself balanced.
I've recently come to the stark realization that the entire housing market may be in a bubble and that we're going to see a massive real estate crash for the next entire generation, multiple years of decline.
Negative doesn't always mean it's bad. It's just, you know, negative stuff exists. The world is not good. Anyways, this guy techlead has been wielding the copyright system of YouTube like some kind of vengeful pagan deity.
One of the main reasons I will actually copyright strike a video though is I want to know who's behind the video, right? I want to know who these people are.
And I'm not that keen on vengeful pagan deities. So, let's get a little bit of context, get a little bit of information. Why do so many of my friends hate this guy? Why do I keep getting tagged on Twitter about talking about this? Why do you guys care? Well, let's find out. techlead is a content creator that navigates the treacherous waters of software engineering and finance, not to mention cryptocurrency.
You're wearing those Gucci jeans and some Ray-Ban sunglasses, and just because of that, you think you have higher status than me because I'm holding on to some digital fake money out here, Bitcoin.
He has a signature style that is mocked by many that I love, the why I'm a millionaire as a millionaire style, which I like that. I like that he is why I do something and then as a million, this is my perspective as a millionaire. He's very helpful. He's accessible. He uses accessible language for us.
Just imagine if I were to make $500 a day, maybe even $1,000 a day. Okay, look, I'm a millionaire. This amount of money is not going to make a difference for me. It would be a simple waste of time for everybody here, yours and my time included.
This freaking guy is a master of the digital vanishing act. He purges his channel only to resurrect it with renewed vigor on a consistent basis. He's given up about 500 times.
So recently, I actually deleted all of my tech videos, various coding tutorials, web tutorials, full stack database maintenance, how to make coding apps, iOS apps. I just deleted all of them because they're essentially worthless. They just don't get any views anymore. Nobody cares about tech.
Now, are these give-ups calculated ploys for attention, or are they genuine crises of the identity? I have no idea. And quite frankly, where am I?
You've got a blue mark, and that's okay.
I'll stand my blue mark, and then I'm going to say load each one of you.
Yes, sir. I'll help you get started.
Anyways, the jury's out. What do you guys think down below? Do you think this man's self-aware, or do you think he's wearing his booger pants like I'm wearing my booger pants? They're covered in boogers. Why? I have a boogery nose, and I like to wipe my boogers somewhere. And sometimes I do it on my pants. I hope he's watching this video. He will, for sure. It's funny if he watches this. So why does this allegedly tech-savvy crypto enthusiast command our attention? Guys, his meteoric rise to infamy has positioned him as one of YouTube's resident antagonists in the crypto space specifically. He is an antagonist. He's been a long-time antagonist. Years ago, all right? This whole story starts years ago.
Today, we are going to learn how to make massive returns and earn heinous amounts of money on decentralized finance.
And on YouTube, it almost always comes back to crypto, and his foray into said crypto has been nothing short of controversial. Ever heard of CoffeeZilla? We've been talking about CoffeeZilla a good bit lately. He's been in the news himself. All right. Some allegations surfaced, and those drew parallels to other high-profile crypto scam cases.
Million token is literally $1 million opportunity. I'm putting $1 million of my own money into this to get it started, but this coin can skyrocket in price. We're off to a great and explosive start. Over 10x gains within just the first week. Well, this is the moonshot token that you're looking for. And you guys, I mean, this must be one of the fastest growing cryptocurrencies at launch. We're going into the history books for this one, guys.
And this sort of crypto scam saga pretty much tarnished techlead's reputation.
Let's talk about techlead's million token. What is it? What does it do? Who's it helping?
And also sparked some debates about the ethics of influencer promoted cryptocurrencies in general, which we know is 99% of the time bad.
Techlead's always looking for the latest and greatest way to make a lot of money. And of course, we all know what way that is. Fraser K showed us the way, starting a coin with no utility and telling people it's going to the moon.
We just talked about Boogie. Nothing says financial wisdom quite like taking investment advice from a YouTuber. So everybody called him out immediately, and of course he backpedaled because he's like, oh, this is not good. This is actually bad. The coin's not really selling, and also I'm a fool. I'm an idiot and everybody hates me now. Have you not been paying attention, Boogie? And like Logan Paul has his whole thing, the Crypto Zoo. What is that racket? There's a guy! The goblin's back! The goblin's back! The goblin's back, Frankie! The goblin's back! And as this drama unfolds, as it tends to do, figures like Oompaville, myself, and also Oompaville's girlfriend. She's like unfortunately included in everything I do now. We've been drawn into the fray, which that adds layers to an already complex narrative and situation, guys. Since this big cryptocurrency scam came out with CoffeeZilla at the head of it, techlead jail has been a very popular term, search term, keyword, meta SEO phrase, if you will, that's been spectering around this man's existence. Techlead jail, because it's like illegal. It's like illegal stuff. It's illegal. You can't just scam people, and then you know, CoffeeZilla points it out in his video, and it's like, oh wow, okay, this guy's an asshole. This guy sucks. This big saga first unfolded in 2021 when CoffeeZilla unveiled a video titled "Techlead Scammed You with Million Token" as a millionaire. So we have another millionaire with vast crypto technology wealth and also incessant bragging.
Oh, hey, it's been a while. I was just out in Hawaii last week. You know, I would love to work. I really would. I would love to join all of you out in the workforce, milling about doing my 9-to-5 day job, going through my routines, how fun that would be. Unfortunately, it's simply not an option for me.
This guy then devises a scheme to further inflate his fortune, and that is by making the most dubious cryptocurrency of all time. A dubious token, millionaire token.
Million token is literally $1 million opportunity. I'm putting $1 million of my own money into this to get it started, but this coin can skyrocket in price. We're off to a great and explosive start. Over 10x gains within just the first week.
He promotes it to his audience and then reaps the reward, and then CoffeeZilla exposes the shit out of it.
Remember that at the beginning of this video, I said I thought techlead's million token was a clever scam. I don't say that often. Most people are pretty dumb with their scams or careless. Techlead is neither of those things. He tried to pull off quite a clever scam, and he almost got away with it.
Or I should say, mouth-breathing loser, CoffeeZilla. Techlead didn't say that, but that's like kind of the vibe that he gives off. He gives off anyone who has any kind of critical thinking or, you know, wants to approach any situation ethically. He makes it seem like they're mouth-breathing losers. That's sort of what techlead likes to do.
One weird thing I realized is that I only spent about 5 years working. Yeah, about 5 years within company walls, and then after that, I basically retired. And other people are spending like 10, 20, 30 years working inside companies, and I realized that most people have no idea how to make money.
Coffee meticulously dissects techlead's nefarious tactics, revealing the depths of his deception.
He got an ad for milliontoken.org, which featured techlead's video shilling it. And what's shocking about this, besides the fact that he's advertising his own channel and this coin, is that he never discloses in the video that he created the coin. Instead, he pitches it as if he just found it randomly.
It's bad, The deception is deep.
So I traced all the transactions this guy made in a big spreadsheet, and then just categorized who they were to, who they were from. This is for all the USDC pools, the multi-million token pools. And according to my calculations, techlead has pulled out and siphoned into a bunch of shell accounts a total of $3.3 million. Huh? Not bad. Not bad for a coin he started 2 months ago.
Within 2 months, techlead amassed $3.3 million from an initial $50,000 investment, despite claiming a $1 million personal stake in the coin to bolster its credibility. Because in these crypto things, you want someone who has control over the coin to have a big stake in it. You want them to have a lot to lose if things go awry.
Million token is literally $1 million opportunity. I'm putting $1 million of my own money into this to get it started, but this coin can skyrocket in price. We're off to a great and explosive start. Over 10x gains within just the first week.
But alas, he's a liar. Alas.
I'm putting $1 million of my own money into this to get it started.
This is a complete lie. See, we can see from the blockchain that techlead did not put $1 million into this. In actual fact, he started with the entire supply. This is million token. He was given the entire supply at the very launch. He didn't pay for it.
So yeah, bad. Okay, guy's got a lot of money in this coin. At the time the video came out, the expose came out, he held over $5 million of unrealized gains when that shit dropped, dude, like a hot cake.
He still owns a bunch of million token. Today, that million token is worth $5 million. Actually, I checked it 2 days ago. So as of 2 days ago, $5 million there as well, giving a grand total of $9 to $10 million from a 1 to 2 month old coin.
So that's a very big scandal. That's a bad thing to be involved in. And there's probably ways that this ugly, ugly man techlead was justifying this in his mind. Unless he's just an evil person. I hope he's not actually an evil person. I hope that he just, you know, is just in the wrong field and spends too much time focusing on materialism and rationalism as opposed to ethics and spirituality. You know? Invest in Jesus coin. All right, that's what I'm saying right now, baby girl. So yeah, not good, very bad. And after the scandal, techlead's content changed a little bit. There was a certain air of surrealism that just is funny. Honestly, from the outside looking in, the guy is clearly self-aware. He released a few videos, such as the videos titled "A Week in the Life of a Millionaire Programmer." Okay. I am sailing the Caribbean.
All right, techlead here. Welcome back with your host, the ex-Google, ex-Facebook multimillionaire. Today we are out in St. Martin, the Caribbean on a 1 week sailing vacation. I'm going to take you along.
Why I'm a millionaire as a millionaire.
I thought I would answer one of the most common questions people have for me, which is, why is it that I'm a millionaire as a millionaire?
How I make $1 million a year, not clickbait.
I've just been sitting around here in this tool shed drinking my coffee while you've been prancing around in a business suit, your Banana Republic clothing, driving your Jaguar cars, acting all self-important. I've actually been generating more income than you.
All very boastful, epic titles that are just falling on deaf ears. It's hilarious for a fellow who exploited their community so massively to make those types of videos and just get away with it on YouTube as well. Like it's crazy how much of a blind spot YouTube has with certain content. And now the bro is out there just abusing the copyright system. You can't do that. Like, we got shooters at YouTube, us big YouTuber guys, 5 million subs, me, I got shooters at YouTube. Okay, I'm just kidding. I got my video got taken down. I talked about P Diddy. P Diddy has shooters at YouTube. No Diddy. All right, I don't have shooters at YouTube. That was a joke. That being said, though, it's a bad look. This guy Patrick is a goober. And to reinforce the goober claim, in a shocking twist, Patrick insinuated as a response to CoffeeZilla's expose that his motive was racist.
Is CoffeeZilla racist? His hatred for Asian people like myself is really unjustified. Now that's an interesting strategy, pulling the race card. Let's see if it pays off for him, guys.
Pretty epic. CoffeeZilla quickly debunks that and then highlights techlead's hypocrisy given his previous and constant denouncement of the victim mentality. This guy is the least alpha male I've ever seen. techlead is, not CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla is an actual alpha male.
The only problem is techlead doesn't even agree with techlead's own use of the race card.
Ability is that early on, I just decided I don't really want to be playing the race card everywhere I go.
Yeah, guys, he would never do such a thing, play the race card. Why? Well, because according to him, doing so would be a
Victim mentality.
which techlead would never have.
techlead also criticized Binance as a scam and said it was a scam.
But what we need to talk about today is something extremely serious, which are the exit scams and people getting rug pulled, losing potentially their life savings. This is exactly what happened with people over in Binance.
And then he deleted that video and then started petitioning to have Binance list his million token because he's such a grifter and a loser.
So here he is calling out Binance, but hey, what's this? The video has been unlisted. Why? Maybe it's because techlead is now trying to get million token listed on Binance.
So, that's the end of it. CoffeeZilla destroys this poor guy. Very embarrassing, very sad. Big loser, big L. Take the L. Shut the f up, stop talking. The end. No, wrong. Actually, Internet Anarchist, another YouTuber, made a video about the whole CoffeeZilla destroying techlead situation, and it opened up some old wounds with Mr. Techlead, aka Patrick.
What would drive a once credible and wholesome member of the YouTube tech community to throw his entire career away for a quick buck? And why would he make everything worse by attacking CoffeeZilla?
And he made the bad situation substantially worse. Patrick is quite literally the dog from the meme where the whole house is burning down around him. Or he's Arnold with a thumb up in Terminator 2 when he submerges in the molten goo. Yeah, pretty funny if you think about it. If you think, get off of me! So it's all bad. But the exploitation of the copyright systems of YouTube, like we said, it's been a long-standing issue. It's persisted for a very long time. You've got Sniper Wolf abusing the copyright system. You've got a bunch of different people abusing the copyright system.
It's a pretty loaded video. She admits to using the copyright system to take down Enigma Hood's video back in 2013, receiving his personal information as a result of him successfully appealing it.
Sniper Wolf even used the copyright system to find out people's information. You can dox someone if they fight a copyright claim, if they fight the strike, then you have to put your full name, information, all that stuff. You have to dox yourself in order to fight this stuff. Sniper Wolf has done this to her detractors before, which is pretty cool. It's a big ballsy play.
She supposedly used that information to look him up, where she supposedly stumbled across his status on the registry.
And I think everybody can agree that that is just bad. Forcing people into a catch-22 where they either A, leave this copyright problem on their channel, or B, expose their personal information, and that may be able to acquiesce into something worse by far and potentially endanger themselves. There is a reason that some people are anonymous online because they don't want to be found and bullied and swatted and shit. To me, it makes sense why you would want to remain anonymous. I don't really care that much. But what I do care about is people exploiting a system that you can't exploit, that you will get deleted if you do exploit it, but then somehow not getting deleted. techlead in a now deleted video, okay, he's not been deleted, but the video has been deleted. He admitted to exploiting the system.
I tend to copyright strike down any expose videos on me.
He's a piece of shit. He's an absolute loser. It's crazy how much of a loser this guy is. So Internet Anarchist makes a video on techlead. techlead takes down the video. Internet Anarchist responds on Twitter, and techlead is a mad baby. Very mad baby. He actually admitted to misusing the copyright system just to obtain Internet Anarchist's personal information.
One of the main reasons I will actually copyright strike a video though is I want to know who's behind the video, right? I want to know who these people are.
And reported and locked his Twitter during these attempts to contact YouTube, falsely using DMCA and shit. It's wild. Here, techlead states he tends to copyright anyone who uses his likeness and audio in videos.
I recommend, if you wish to criticize me, simply remove the imagery of me and re-upload. The knowledge I have to share is something almost no one in the industry will do. Have a good one, and let me know if you ever want to promote our stuff.
Because according to him, they're not real exposed videos, and they're just commercial projects to monetize videos. So people are just trying to make money and not actually provide critical commentary and expose people for meaning.
I tend to copyright strike down any expose videos on me because I understand that these are not real exposés. There's no journalism involved in here at all. These are commercial enterprises, commercial projects in order to monetize videos that use my images and videos and audio that I have recorded.
Right, it's not like I'm making a video trying to make a difference. I'm just talking shit about someone who everybody else is talking shit about because it's my job, which is not wrong. But at the same time, the whole copywriting it thing it's the whole point of free speech, right? You say some dumb shit, you do some dumb shit. People should be able to just talk shit about it a lot. Like I think everyone lives under that expectation. Most people do, at least, especially people on the internet. It bothers me when people talk shit about me because like oftentimes there's context missing and stuff, but I've never just blatantly scammed my followers with a crypto scheme. So it's like, suck it up, I guess. Doughboy. He then goes on to state that most of the videos that cover him or expose him don't even fall under fair use in his own personal opinion.
And it tends to not be under fair use, in my personal opinion, but we can see here. The 4 factors of fair use on YouTube indicate that the purpose and character of the use is for non-commercial, non-profit educational purposes. With the expose videos being monetized under AdSense and being sponsored, I mean, obviously, there's monetary motive behind this. I would classify that as a commercial work.
And he asks if they're doing real-world journalism, going to the source and or public spaces, getting their own footage. They're not. They're just using videos because it's YouTube, brother. All right?
Are these people going out into the real world and conducting real-world interviews? Are they doing real journalism, going to public spaces, capturing their own footage? Or are they just going to these internet personas? And arguably, a lot of these internet personas, these YouTubers, are not really real people. Or like, do you think Mr. Beast is real?
Maybe you should try doing some real world white collar crime instead of this shitty, easy, bottom of the barrel crypto stuff that anybody with a following can do. Oompa Coin launching 2025. I'm launching an Oompa Coin, guys, and I will be enriching myself off of it heavily to buy Dr. Pepper. There was a fly in that. There's flies everywhere. What the f, dude? We got a demonic presence in my office here. My office is a garage, so it's not really that. I mean, I'm on like a concrete floor and there's a garage door right there. So yes, again, get your own footage and stop stealing other people's content.
Capture your own video, images, and audio, right? Create your own content, like the rest of us out here. Take out your camera, go to a public space, get good audio, get good video, take out a microphone, and record things instead of just going around on the internet, just stealing other people's content to use as your B-roll, as your stock footage for your commercial work.
This is an insane take from this guy, and the only good way to make content is by filming random B-roll and not using any content of the stuff that, like, I just have to go outside and talk about techlead and like draw him and stuff. You're not allowed to use anybody's content at all, or you'll get copyright claimed. You can have my full name. If you just look up my name, you can have it. Like, you can have my full name. You can come over, techlead. If you want to come over and hang out, I would love to actually speak face to face. That would be really interesting. I think I would love to do some genuine journalism. If you'd like to come to Texas, you know, I'd pay you and stuff. Maybe we can hang out, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it in real life. But yes, B-roll does serve a purpose. It's to add visual context to the audio, the speaking, the narration, the voiceover in a video. It's like really common and really important. It's how you provide evidence, etc. Here is evidence that techlead scammed his fans. No. That's not fair use. You can't do that. Here's evidence that techlead said this.
Are you tired of watching these dirtbag influencers like me making more money than you, and you can't even get the job as a software engineer? Are you tired of funding 2 wars at the same time in Ukraine and Israel while you can't even buy yourself a house here? It's time to talk about Bitcoin.
He then goes on to state that in a perfect system, all visual and audio content should be copyrighted unless it falls under fair use.
In a perfect system, all audio and images should be copyrighted, unless it really does fall under fair use, and that can be questioned.
By God, I'm speechless, fellas. I'm speechless. I have no idea what the f to say or write here. I can't form a thought over this take. What? Anyways, back to the meat and potatoes of the video. He does ask other YouTubers for, if they do talk about him, to reach out to him and ask for permission, a license, before you talk shit about something.
I would appreciate other YouTubers to have the integrity that if they would like to use my images and video for their commercial gain, then to get a license for it.
So if you're calling anyone out on anything, if you make a video about anything, you have to ask permission from the person you're making a video about or calling out. Bro then goes on to say that he would love for all the money from these exposed videos to be going back to him, directed to him, and that way they can stay up. That's how they will stay up, as if the money goes directly to him. It's very ironic.
If we can redirect the AdSense revenue from these expose videos to me, then sure, keep them online, right? But this is my footage, this is my work.
And by this point in the video, the man has repeatedly stated that YouTubers are just actors putting on a show for money and views, and that he wishes that they had more integrity. But this is like, I don't even really need to criticize it. It doesn't make sense. This guy is so advanced in his thoughts and his rationality, and just, you know, when he speaks, it's like, and you can see that his head is like some kind of tetrahedron. It's just, you know, it's changing shape, and you can see in it, it's like, oh, this guy's full of shit. This guy has shit inside of him. He's not a human being. This guy has diarrhea up to his eyes. That's why his eyes are brown. That's why he's saying the things that he's saying. He's a Frankenhole character, and he's got a damn hand up his ass, and the hand is made of shit. He's advanced. Very advanced. He loves talking about how his footage is his, and that the only way anyone can use it is if you sign a contract allowing for you to use copyrighted footage. Yeah. Or he'll abuse the copyright system. This video is deleted, by the way, just so you know. Like, this is bad. This is bad for his channel. He could get his channel completely deleted because of this video, if the right people at YouTube were to see it, of course. Then he doubles down and says that it's just business, and that if you're gonna call people scammers online or do shitting things online, then you deserve to be doxxed if you're calling people scammers, which that doesn't make any sense at all.
So you're saying I have to share my personal information to techlead or let my video be taken down? He's afraid he has to be doxxed if he wants to counter the dispute. YouTube jumps in and says, well, you can also hire an attorney if you want to represent yourself. Well, yeah, this is business, right? People have a complaint against you. You can't just be a nobody and hide behind anonymity, right? This is the real world where people have to be accountable. You can't just be some internet anonymous guy just trashing other people, defaming, slandering people, using other people's stuff, stealing stuff online.
And techlead actually has a past of doxing people who he copyrights. It's like an additional sort of you to whoever he's dealing with. He's a scumbag. This guy is an actual scumbag. He's like a mobster. Like a mobster if mobsters were really lame and terrible, and it was impossible to have any some mobsters are cool. It's just impossible to have respect for them. He has zero bravado. He's not charismatic. He doesn't speak well. He's not engaging. He's not interesting, unfortunately. The guy really has nothing going for him other than a lot of bad things that I wouldn't want going for me. It's just sad, to be honest. I feel bad. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the video off. Just kidding. He then starts rambling about how the people who make the exposed channels are typically the biggest fans of the people who they're exposing, which implies the internet anarchist is his biggest fan.
Some of them, the video creators, the scam tubers, know you really well. They followed your entire history. They watch every single one of your videos. They know everything about you. In a way, they're your biggest fans.
And he then goes on to say that the people who make the exposed videos collect all the information they want from the channels, and then when they're at a low spot or desperate, they bite the hand that feeds.
After they've extracted and taken all of the value from you, right? They watched you. They stuck with you when you were good, and then during the low times, they leave you and abandon you, and then they turn on you and bite the hand that feeds them.
Which is the most narcissistic, just stupid, projecting, I guess, dumb shit I've ever heard or seen in my entire life that I've never even fathomed. I've never thought about that once. That's just in his head that exists. That's not real. Holy shit, though. Wow, that's dumb. That's really stupid. He then goes on to say that a lot of people lack gratitude for the videos that he's done in the past, and now his newer videos are not as popular. They like to attack him while he's down.
And there's just absolutely zero gratitude. People would say, well, techlead's old videos were good. He provided a lot of high value, good content. I learned a lot from him. He helped me in my career. He helped me get a job, this and that. And now, oh, how he's fallen. Hey, I hate this guy now. Unsubscribe, hate him.
This guy's a narcissist. I mean, like, he really is. I think a lot of people are narcissists, especially people who are online putting themselves out there, because it's like requires a certain level of just, I want to fucking have sex with myself sort of thing, this sort of vibe. Not sure if you guys know what that is, but this guy, whoa, he's weird, without a doubt. I don't like this guy. People owe you nothing for the content you put out. It's free. It's on YouTube. It'd be like me saying people should be grateful for putting out 45 videos on TLC. Like they owe me some kind of respect for me quite literally doing and providing nothing of value to the world. I mean, like, Are you stupid? Are you stupid? I'm grateful. I don't give a if anybody else is grateful. I'm lucky. You, tiny head guy, techlead, you're lucky. He then says that scam channels provide no value or monetary gain because they don't talk about finances or tech like he does.
And really to the service of nobody else, because these scamtuber channels provide no value to anybody. Nobody makes money. Nobody learns anything new about finance, tech, or anything. Nobody gets any inspiration. It just spreads that toxicity and hate because misery loves company. And really during a recession when people are not doing well personally and professionally, they don't want to see other people doing well either.
And personally, based on his previous scams that have been actually fully exposed and backed with factual information, I don't know if this guy provides any sort of value to the online community whatsoever, even remotely, and I'm not sure how he can be the judge of that. Just based on what we're seeing here, I'm providing you guys pretty solid examples. The examples he's provided, I don't provide any value either. The examples he's provided are illogical and stupid. I'm showing you video of a guy talking and then I'm just like, wow, this is remarkable how easy this is. He then talks about how successful people only want to bring people up and not tear them down. And I agree as well. I do definitely agree.
You'll never see a successful person trying to tear others down because successful people are doing well in their own lives and they want to pull other people up. But if you surround yourself in poor company, then you may be dragged down with them as well.
But at the same time, it's like, nah, that's not true. Successful people are made of all, you can't, if you see something stupid and bad, why not expose it? Why not talk about it? Why not make more people aware of it? It doesn't have to be like a justice witch hunt type thing. It's just like, look at this idiot. Let's all joke around and have fun at this guy's expense. That'd be funny. He deserves it. And it makes us feel better. Also, hypocritical and ironic. Then he goes on to say that he doesn't actually care about the copyrights and that if he actually did, he would just copyright everyone who talks about him.
If I wanted to, I could go find all of these expose videos about me and copyright strike each and every one of them and take them down and take them to court if I really cared, if I wanted to.
And he says that any publicity is good publicity and that he might play into the villain role with all of the exposed videos coming out that are in reference to him. Which is awesome, bro.
On social media, any attention is good attention. The worst thing is to be forgotten and to be irrelevant. So if people want to make videos casting me as a villain, maybe I'll play along with that, right? If I feel like it. If people want to make me the hero, that could be interesting as well. I'll just play to whatever is trendy at the time.
I thought he was already doing that. I non-ironically thought he was playing into the villain role already, but it's just, no, this is just who this guy is. But now we're really going to get a little exaggeration of immoral behavior. He then calls people who call him a scam are cowards for not showing their faces online so they can take accountability.
Stop hiding behind a fake name and a fake photo, unwilling to stand up and be accountable for the things you say online. Right? What a coward. Show up. Show your face.
Then he says that he copyrights new exposed videos as a form of hazing and says that the video will be back up after a while, which is weird.
And so occasionally I will issue these copyright strikes on these new YouTuber, scamtuber videos. And I don't really care one way or another, I guess, but it's more of a hazing ritual for me, like a welcoming ceremony, just to let them know what they're in store for and who runs the show around here, who owns the content around here.
He's just like above everybody and he's awesome and he's got a gigantic ego. He's omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. This guy is God, I think. I think he believes that himself is God himself. And yes, the video as it goes on gets crazier and crazier. He even ends the video by saying no hard feelings.
Hey, no hard feelings, okay? No hard feelings. It's just, we're just messing around here.
What the? This guy is the most sad, bitter excuse for a YouTuber that I've ever seen. It's self-admitted abuse of the copyright system. He shouldn't be on the platform anymore. I'm not for deplatforming really anybody. At this point, I'm like really stepping further and further and further away. Unless it's shit like this, unless you're using a system to f people over on purpose, then you can say whatever the f you want, all right? And I can criticize you as much as I want. I love that. I like that. And yes, I know there are a lot of examples of people who do not deserve to have platforms, who are evil and stupid and contribute nothing to society. This guy, for example.
And even this whole show, this YouTube grift, I can only bring myself to this low level of mind-numbing skullduggery H1B level work once every week or two, and that's about all I can muster. It is below my pay grade.
Like what good does he do? at all. What good does this guy do? I mean, somebody comment down below, seriously. But he's abusing a system to access people's private information, which is asinine, especially being in the tech world. The guy is in the tech world. Doesn't he love privacy? Isn't that like the whole backbone of being interested in technology, is sharing information efficiently, privately, effectively? He's evil. This guy's just constantly channeling his bitterness like some kind of magic spell, and he's just really, I don't know, sad. The whole thing is sad. And yeah, it really is sad. 1.5 million people thought at one point or another this guy provided some kind of value. I don't know who these people are or what value they thought he provided, but the scam tubers have a lot more loyal audiences. I don't know, maybe all those people are just, maybe you guys are just sad and weak and taking L's on a consistent basis, and I'm like the king of the losers or whatever. Fucking bugs everywhere. There's bugs everywhere. I'm king of the bugs. I'm king of the bug ecosystem. He doesn't like people like me and other scam tubers. He compares us to mosquitoes and flies, like these bugs around my room. I actually kind of see where he's coming from now with all these bugs flying and landing on my face and stuff while I'm trying to record. That's how he feels. He's doing his thing. He's just living, shooting through space. Like 1,000 miles an hour. And then just little bugs keep falling on his head. And me, I'm one of them. I'm one of those little bugs. I land on his nose and I look into his eye and I say, please accept me. And then he goes, and I go make a scam exposed video. By the way, that video, once again, deleted. Incredibly embarrassing. What do you guys think? Is he bitter about the content that we're making? Is he bitter about this content? Or is he bitter that his content isn't more lucrative and he has to actually scam people in order to make money? All right, in order to be successful, what he defines as successful. I'd be inclined to believe the likelihood of whatever the most bitter, rotten person, whatever outcome that would have. If this guy is the most bitter, rotten, evil human being you can imagine, the outcome that is involved in that, that's the outcome. And yeah, maybe he realized this because just a couple days after deleting his video in shame and hanging his head and pinning his tail between his legs, he uploaded a video titled Channel Update, I Quit Tech. He laments about the poor performance of his tech videos and he's deleted all of them.
So recently, I actually deleted all of my tech videos, various coding tutorials, web tutorials, full stack database maintenance, how to make coding apps, iOS apps. I just deleted all of them because they're essentially worthless. They just don't get any views anymore. Nobody cares about tech.
Poor guy. I feel so sad for him. What's interesting is that I feel like he does this kind of video fairly regularly to drum up attention. He's like, I quit. He's done this a lot. And he gets people to click on the videos because people love it when YouTubers click or they want to know why or something. Why would you ever quit that job? You're like a really awesome person. You're like it's a really good job. Why are you quitting? Because it's not that great. Because it's like just a job, you know? Quite tantalizing though, you know? With this video and then his back-to-back tweets talking about quitting tech. Little would you know that he's actually embroiled in a copyright war with YouTubers who are just talking, scam tubers, sorry, who are talking shit about him. He's done this time and time again, the poor guy. He gets a lot of kickback, feedback, and then he takes a break and gets depressed, and I don't really care at this point. A video from 5 months ago is titled, I'm Quitting YouTube Too, and he has another video from 9 months ago titled Channel Update, I'm Retiring, It's Over, as a millionaire. Not really. I made that part up. He doesn't actually have that up there. I just point this out to show that while he hates creators that expose wrongdoing in the creator space or drama YouTubers or whatever, he's absolutely guilty of trying to capitalize on the cringest form of drama because his channel is sick and dying and he needs a quick boost of views because he can't scam any more people with his shitty cryptocurrency coin or whatever. Yeah, to be clear, remember that whole thing? The CoffeeZilla exposed? Yeah. Interesting. And also, yep, when people remind this guy that he's a piece of shit and make money off the video, he strikes their content and tries to get their private information so maybe he can dox them. I don't know. And he calls that hazing, which is incredibly cringe. It's exploitative, manipulative, evil. So yeah, guys, scammed his audience for millions of dollars. Also big. I mean, he's just a piece of shit all around. And then we're the scam tubers. What are you talking about? This guy is one of the worst YouTubers that has ever existed. How is he still do people even take him seriously at all? If you look at the comments of his videos, no, they don't. If you look at the comments of his tweets, no, they don't. Like nobody at all takes this guy seriously. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I almost feel bad for him a little bit, but once again, maybe he's playing into the villain mentality. He's playing a role, a character. For some reason, I feel like he's not, and he's like desperately wants people to love him because his like parents didn't maybe, or his wife or girlfriend, maybe she doesn't. I'm not really sure. This exudes sadness though. This exudes depths of depression. Delusional crybaby. Whine more, bitch! So yeah, guys, anybody's allowed to gain a following online, any type of personality, normal people, weird people, what the f, it doesn't really matter, bro. I'm a weird guy. I'm a really strange, bizarre, abnormal, asynchronously developed human being, I would say. Very strange, for sure. And looking back on my life, I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky. I'm so incredibly grateful and lucky. There were times when I could barely form rational thoughts in my brain due to untreated mental illness. Now, I'm winning. Or whatever. I don't really look at it like that. I look at it from a perspective of gratitude. And I do realize that a lot of the videos that I make are negative, and I don't like that. I wish that wasn't how it was, but it's just sort of what does well. Currently, it's what people want to watch, you know, and I'm also not saying that's bad at all. I think, you know, CoffeeZilla's videos are definitely negative, and they're completely justified, and some of the best, juiciest, most entertaining, righteous content on the platform of YouTube. I'm nowhere near that level, or even to the level of internet anarchist or Mudahar or whatever. It's just interesting watching all these different personalities duke it out online and talk shit about each other and try to rationalize what exactly is going on when nobody really knows, nobody really gives a. So yeah, anyways, Tech Lead, hope you have a good rest of your night, buddy. And yeah, all of you guys, genuinely appreciate it. See you in the next video.